What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Victor Conte, founder of SNAC, founder of BALCO. Victor Conte, obviously, a very, very interesting character in the sports world. Okay, Victor Conte obviously is known, he's most known for his saga and situation with Major League Baseball, the MLB, and BALCO, and everything performance enhancers that took place with the sport of baseball. And then he became a figure in the sports world overall, as he was able to provide and be able to assist athletes with performance enhancers. Okay, with that said, Victor Conte has now started a SNAC program. Okay, and his SNAC program again is for athletes that are, he's doing it the clean way. Okay, just looking to be able to, assist athletes with getting the most out of their bodies. Okay, being able to help athletes, perform at the highest level, and he's quote unquote an expert in that field. So Victor Conte, since the whole saga with BALCO and Major League Baseball, he's been on a path and on a quest to, make sure all sports are clean and make sure all athletes are on the up and up. Okay, his SNAC program, okay, in the boxing world, he sees a lot of athletes go through the SNAC program in the boxing world, and he, in the sport of boxing, everybody is concerned with performance enhancers. Okay, there's fighters that some get away with it, some don't. Okay, and he's trying to reveal, everybody that's trying to have, an unfair advantage in a sport that's already very dangerous in itself. Okay, so Victor Conte, is on a tear and is on a quest to clean up the sport of boxing. Okay, and clean up sports overall, but he's starting with the sport of boxing because the sport of boxing, let's be real, is the wild, wild west. Okay, so his SNAC program, you see a lot of boxers go to Victor Conte, and they look to, use his SNAC products and things of that nature. Okay, and so, he has some very notable fighters. Okay, he has 2-division undefeated world champion Demetrius Boo Boo Andre. He has undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney. And most recently, has been revealed to the public. Now, this is something that has been going on for quite some time, but it's now been revealed to the public more so on a major stage, that undefeated 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the reigning WBO welterweight world champion, who is widely considered by many to be the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terence Bud Crawford, who is 38 wins, no loss, and no draw, 29 big wins by way of knockout, 34 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach, has joined the SNAC program ahead of his most highly anticipated, the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, with his biggest rival, an undefeated, newly crowned 3-belt unified welterweight world champion superstar boxer, who is widely considered by many to be top 3 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and Errol the Truth Spence Jr., who is now 28 wins, no loss, and no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout. He is 32 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. Okay, Errol Spence is coming off of a dominant performance over former WBA welterweight world champion Cuban star boxer Yordenis Ugas, in which he stopped Yordenis Ugas in the 10th round of their fight. He broke Yordenis Ugas' ribs, he broke Yordenis Ugas' nose, he broke Yordenis Ugas, most importantly, his right orbital bone surrounding his eye. Okay, and he was relentless. Okay, he was like a machine. And so Victor Conte is hinting that it's not natural. But even before we knew the outcome of the fight between Yordenis Ugas and Errol Spence Jr., Victor Conte was hinting at, why aren't we being notified and being made aware of the Vada testing for Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas? Okay, And now he's going to step further because there's obviously reports and rumors that we're going to see Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford possibly in September, okay? And so Victor Conte, he once again alludes to the PBC as a whole, Premier Boxing Champions, the WBC, World Boxing Council. He points to, Showtime, and he's saying that how come legendary 8 division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, Yordenis Ugas, Errol Spence aren't doing the testing. Keith Thurman wasn't doing it with Manny Pacquiao. Why are these fighters allowed to go through full training camps without being successfully tested throughout leading up into the fight? And so he states that, this will not be the case with his fighter, okay, and Terence Crawford going into the Errol Spence fight. That and then he puts up, he reveals Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade's paperwork for him doing Vada testing for his upcoming May 21st showdown with Zach Parker as he moves up to 168 to look to become a world champion in the 3rd division. And so he reveals Demetrius Andrade's paperwork and says, and at Errol Spence, at Yordenis Ugas, at Manny Pacquiao, at the PBC, he at Keith Thurman, to name a few, and he says this is what the truth looks like, pun intended, right? Errol Spence's nickname is the Truth. So this is what the truth looks like, and he reveals Vada's paperwork with Demetrius Andrade, with Demetrius Andrade's signature, and letting it be known that he went through, a strict Vada testing regimen leading up into his fights. Now, SNAC program is the world of sports nutrition forever. ESPN's magazine ranked him as #1 pioneer sports science based on his work with world-class athletes for more than 3 decades. His dedication to science and innovation led to the development of Zima, a groundbreaking nighttime recovery supplement that licensed by more than 140 brands around the globe, okay? A lot of people ZMA, take his ZMA, okay? So SNAC program is science, nutrition, athletes, right? That's what SNAC stands for. And, so they do a thorough check and a thorough background. SNAC products are never released to consumers without thorough testing by its stable of elite athletes, champion boxers, physique competitors, bodybuilders, and other top-level athletes. Don't have time to waste or products and techniques that are ineffective, okay? So, these are the some of the products, and some of the, they stand by their products, okay, obviously. And so with that said, he's saying that, sending essentially a warning to, Errol Spence Jr. and the PBC, and he's letting it be known that, there's going to be strict testing for Terence Crawford, Errol Spence fight. He's letting it be known that, he's going to make Terence Crawford aware of what can and cannot be. You understand what I'm saying? He's gonna reveal what's actually taking place, and that this fight is going to have to be on the up and up. So SNAC is a scientific nutrition advanced conditioning, okay? So that's what SNAC stands for. And he's on a journey to reveal the truth. Now, after he's been, on the other side where he was hiding the truth, okay, and helping athletes, have an unfair advantage, now he's on a journey to reveal the truth, and he's stating that obviously he's trying to, revitalize his image, okay? He's trying to revamp his image, okay? And so it's none of his fighters has ever tested as I'm aware of positive for a banned substance, since he's been starting the SNAC program. And what he's doing is a good thing for the sport of boxing, because the sport of boxing is dangerous in itself. Okay, every time you step through the ropes, you know, you putting it all on the line for the fans' entertainment and for your, you know, for yourself as well, right? You reap the benefits and financially, but you still put it all on the line. With that said, Errol Spence has been in the WBC's, World Boxing Council's, President Mauricio Sulaiman, 32 board members, clean boxing program for quite some time. And Errol Spence revealed the truth, to which Victor Conte has stated. He, you know, he applauded Errol Spence for showing that he is in a clean boxing program. But once again, Victor Conte is saying that, you know, it hasn't been consistent. And because of that, you know, he has concerns, and that this fight with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence will not be allowed to get away with, you know, not testing and not revealing the truth, because this is one of his fighters and he stands by his fighters, right? Errol Spence has been under the magnifying glass for quite some time. Since Errol Spence beat Leonard Bundle, okay, many people were speculating, is Errol Spence, you know, have an unfair advantage? Okay, people was going as far as to say, if you look at Errol Spence nipples, they're not normal, right? This is since he beat Leonard Bundle. Okay, that was back in August of 2016. People started speculating, okay, and saying, is Errol Spence on an up and up? He needs to be tested. People were trying to, you know, dissect how his vascularity is, and his muscle density, and, you know, his back muscles, and Errol Spence has pimples, and those are signs, right? This has been ongoing because of Errol Spence's style, his physicality, Errol Spence's motor, okay, his stamina, and the pace he sets, right, at such a high pace that many people are skeptical. How is he able to do that for the duration of fights? Well, if you watch Errol Spence, you can clearly see that he picks his pace. You understand? He's strategic about when he sets the pace and when he does it. He's strategic when he boxes and when he brawls. He's strategic about when he's going to be aggressive and when he's going to, you know, judge the distance of the range and box. Okay. And so, obviously nothing is guaranteed in sports. Nothing. Nobody knows exactly what Victor Conte is doing. Nobody knows exactly what Terence Crawford is doing. Nobody knows exactly what Errol Spence is doing, except for Victor Conte, Terence Crawford, and Errol Spence. But Errol Spence has never tested positive. He's in the WBC clean boxing program. So Victor Conte is highlighting the WBC and saying, well, you have other fighters that haven't tested, right? So we'll just have to see how this unfolds and plays out moving forward. But this is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. It needs not to be watered down by speculation. This is the biggest fight we had, especially outside of the heavyweight division. In the welterweight division, I know many people are going to point to Errol Spence and, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, but that fight didn't live up to the billing. You know, there was a lot of stagnation that took place. The fight was, many people say, it was 5 years too late. You know, it was commercialized. You know, it wasn't fan driven. You know, fans were happy to see Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather's name in the ring. It broke all the records, but it didn't live up to the billing competition-wise in the ring. The last time we see the fight of this magnitude that was this anticipated at the height of their career and nobody had lost. Manny Pacquiao already had been knocked out 3 times. Multiple losses on his resume. The last time we saw this, 2 undefeated fighters at the apex of their career, hungry, top 3 in the sport of boxing, is Thomas the Hitman Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard, who both undisputed. Now, at that time, there was only 2 belts, the WBC and the WBA. And they were both undefeated in the welterweight division. That was 1981, September 16th of 1981. That's 41 years ago since we had a fight of this magnitude. This is indeed a legacy fight. This is indeed a pillar for the sport of boxing in the future moving forward. And I can't wait to see how it plays out. The rubber's going to meet the road. So that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.